And welcome to tonight's Zoom, guys. Thank you for attending. Tonight is a pretty exciting night because we are launching Golden Tron tomorrow. Okay? We are launching Golden Tron tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. UTC time. Somebody has their mic off. Can you please mute yourself? So it's going to be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. UTC time. Please make sure that you guys are being attentive to any Golden Tron group that you're in so that you know when the link is dropped. Okay. We aren't going to set a specific time. The leaders will let you know when that time will be. Okay. Tonight's Zoom is going to be a little bit different than our usual Zooms. Mostly everybody on this call or on the live stream knows how GoldenTron works, right? The automation, how it upgrades us from level to level as well as matrix to matrix, how every single transaction in GoldenTron is a wallet to wallet transaction, meaning every transaction is either paying you or it's paying an upline for an upline payment or for an upgrade payment. Okay. The contract does not hold money for any reason. And there is no need for you guys to go into the back office to withdraw your funds. Okay. So every single transaction that happens in GoldenTron with the Tron that shows up in your wallet, you can spend that. You no longer have to worry about spending crypto that you shouldn't be spending. So that you're not able to upgrade, right? The system is going to do all of that for us. So as you can see on the screen here, this is the website, okay? And I just want to show you through ID one, the landscape of the back office so everybody knows how to navigate and everybody knows where to go to look for certain information, okay? Because the back office is a new layout that a lot of us are not used to yet. So I just wanted to do this today on the Zoom so when you guys register tomorrow, you know where you're going and you know what you're looking at. Okay. So as we can see here, this is ID1. And let me just make this disclaimer before I go any further. I know you guys see the contract address here and you see the link. Let me remind you guys that this is a test contract. Do not, do not for any reason send real Tron into this contract address because somebody's going to receive it and we don't know who. So please, all of the leaders have hundreds, almost hundreds of wallets. So it could go anywhere. We don't know. And a lot of us have deleted our test wallets already. So please do not send any real Tron into this contract. Okay. This is a test contract and this is a test server as well. Okay. So as you can see here, what we were telling you guys in previous Zooms up here at the top, there is only one link. So even though we all have ID numbers, like right here on the left, the link for registration is only one link. We've tested the system with through the website and also through the blockchain. So manual registrations is not going to break the binary if you can even figure out how to do it. Okay. And we've already tested it. So that's one of the hurdles that we were trying to see if, if it did happen, what, what will happen. And it kept the binary perfect. Okay. Didn't break anywhere. All right. So as you can see here, there's only 4 matrices. All right. And these little circles will light up as you're progressing through. Okay. This tag right here is our cycle tag. How many times we cycle through Golden Matrix, right? So when you start off, it's going to be at 0. And when you go into your first recycle, this tag here is going to say 1. So as you can see here, ID 1 is already in its second cycle. Okay. Now, let's remember that GoldenTron is automatic in nature. So remember that you're going to receive multiple payments in each matrix of 300 TRX to equal the amount of profit you should be receiving, right? So this is the payment order that you're looking for in matrix 1. 1 profit payment, 3 upgrades. Okay, that's never going to change. This is matrix 2. 3 profit, 900 TRX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrade. Okay, then that puts you to the next one. Matrix 3, you could track your profit payments and your upgrade payments just the same. Okay, so this is where, when anybody is asking where am I in the matrix, how long do I have until I get to matrix 3, or how long do I have until I get to matrix 4, right? This is how you're going to track it. You're going to go into the matrix view, and then you're going to show them through their payments, the payments that they received, when they're going to cycle, right? So this is matrix 4, where 1, we received the bulk of our money, like you see here, right? But also where we recycle. So as you can see here, ID 1 recycled at exactly 510 partners, right? Exactly. So it's working as designed, and it's working as expected. Okay. All the IDs are progressing, and they are where they should be, given how this was designed. Okay. I know that the stream might be blurry right now. That is because we're also streaming on Facebook. So as I always do, I will be editing this so that I can put it out in pieces, and also the whole Zoom in one. So as soon as I'm done with this Zoom, I will be editing this so that I can re-upload it. And that'll be the HD, no fuzziness. But that's how you're gonna track your progress or anybody else's progress in this system. You're gonna go, and let me just do that one more time. You're gonna go to your control panel, and just so you understand, when you're looking at this is the global view of the project, because it's a global project. So you're always gonna see this in the global view, right? When you click into the matrix, whatever matrix you're trying to see the progress of, you're gonna click in it here, and then it's gonna bring you to that particular matrix view. And then you can track your payments all the way down. Okay. And that's the orientation of the back office. That's how the back office works. It's pretty simple. You see, you got control panel, you have upline, and you have log out. That's it. That's it. Okay. As I was mentioning in the last Zoom that we did, we will have a support Zoom going the same exact time we drop the link for registration. So anybody who needs help registering during launch for whatever reason, or somebody might need help importing a wallet, you'll be able to hop on the Zoom and get help directly by one of the leaders or myself if I'm available during that time. I will be working with the programmers um, during launch, just in case anything needs to be done by the programmers during launch. If anybody has went through a launch before, you never want to launch a program without the programmers there, because anything can go wrong. Yes, I do understand that, but unfortunately, Tang, we can't control everything with the technology and internet. Right now, I'm streaming on Zoom and Facebook all at the same time, so it's eating up a lot of my bandwidth. Yeah. So another thing is you will be able to access the GoldenTron gear right through the back office right here. So that's accessible right through the back office. You don't need to leave the back office for that. It'll also be on the landing page. One thing that we do have coming later on in the project, which will be available through the back office, is going to be a school, a trading school. My real name is David. What everybody knows me as is Book. That's my handle, Book. But my real name is David Rodriguez. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can meet the admins. We could bring them on the Zoom once I'm done. And a lot of the admins are co-hosts on the Zoom. Not all of them are on here because they got locked out. And you can also go into any of our official groups. Um, we have a few official groups. We have over 90 leaders, and we can't make every single leader admin in one group. So you're gonna see our leaders as admins in our different official groups spread out. But if you have a question about who an admin is, just reach out to me or Alina, and we'll be able to verify who an admin is. And just so you guys are aware, I'm gonna show you this video that I made because it came to our attention that um, people were selling early seats of GoldenTron or telling people that they have an early link access or something like that. We're not doing that. The only people
We
that have early access to GoldenTron are the leaders. That's it. That's it. Um, this video right here explains it. So if you have a question as to who a leader is, just reach out to us, me or Alina, and we'll be able to verify yay or nay if that person is a leader. Rahera asked if I already did my presentation. Tonight's Zoom was just more so an orientation of the back office. Everybody that's on this Zoom, well, mostly everybody knows how GoldenTron works. If you don't know how GoldenTron works yet, you can come to this YouTube page here, and this is where all of our most of our presentations are uploaded on Widskey's channel, WJTG. This is where the live stream is being um, streamed for tonight's presentation. They also have our prior Zooms on there as well. So you could go to this channel as well and, you know, watch the prior presentations that they have up for GoldenTron. And we also did a presentation with their team as well, and that one is here, where I gave a full presentation of how GoldenTron works. And there's just short clips. If you don't want to sit there to watch an hour video, you could just watch the short clips. It pretty much breaks it down in a simple way. Somebody asked which app is best suited for the project. We recommend that everybody just use TronLink Pro, right? As Kalenti said, TronLink Pro. But we will be working with Token Pocket and Clever. This video right here, I know a lot of people are used to Tron Wallet, right? This video right here I made to show you guys how to import your Tron Wallet into your Clever Wallet. It's extremely easy. Is this a referral based binary? This is in the networking industry. So yes, this is a referral business, but this is designed in a way where it's global. So this is not a team binary like Million Money or like Forsage. It's not. It doesn't work that way. This works with one link for everybody in the project, which makes sure that the binary doesn't break and people don't get stuck in certain teams. Somebody asked, how do you actually get to the registration form? If you come here, and this is also in all of our official groups, the last video that I put up is a video on how to register using Tron Link desktop, right? And then that's that video. And let me put this in the chat. Uh, that's that video. And then we have this video back here shows you how to register using TronLink Pro with the mobile. No, you could just freezing is a personal choice, or you don't have to. You could just make sure that you have enough Tron in your wallet to cover the energy cost. The last video that I shared is the mobile registration, and I'll share the YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel where you could find the bulk of any video that I make for GoldenTron goes on this channel. We do have leaders that run their own channels like WJTG. That was the other channel that I showed you. They have GoldenTron videos as well. The animation videos will probably first be released on that channel as well, because we have animation videos coming as to how the project works in multiple languages. So right now we have English, Russian, Spanish, Portuguese, and French. And there'll be more languages coming after that. Do you think there will be any issue with the launching considering it's going to be global? One thing that I am doing is launching GoldenTron kind of in reverse, right? What a lot of people do is they launch their smart contracts on like a good enough server, thinking that it's big enough for the anticipation that they're going to receive, right? I'm doing the reverse. So what I'm doing is I'm paying for the biggest server that can probably handle more than what we're anticipating, and probably more than what we're going to get. And then I'm going to downsize as we need. Downsize. So if we don't need this big server anymore, then I'm just going to make it a little bit, downsize it so that, I'm just not paying for space I don't need. But I'm doing it reverse. I'm going to pay for the biggest server, huge server, and then I'll downgrade as we need it, as the traffic slows down. We are launching tomorrow, January 12th, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. UTC time. Because it's a time range, I didn't make a timetable. You're just going to have to use your time converter to see when those times would be for your particular location. And the reason why I'm doing a time range, just so everybody can understand, so that it makes it fair for everybody. We don't want people pushing into this contract registering from TronScan before they should. And if we're trying to seat the leaders first and seat the development team first, while the public knows that this is happening, it gives them an opportunity to do that, which puts everybody else at a disadvantage because you guys are patiently waiting. So the reason why I do that is so that when we do announce it and drop the link, everybody has the same opportunity. Everybody. Nobody is, above the next person because they had an in with a leader who got them early registration or something like that. Um, so there's a method behind our madness, so to speak. Yeah, depending on where you are in the world, it might be the 13th for you. So if you're in Asia, depending on where you are in Asia, and 2 p.m. might be the 13th for you. But it's the 12th for me because I'm in North America. I'm not in the East, I'm in the West. What I may do, because I'm in the process of finishing the design to the main domain. So what I may do is when I finish that tonight, I may throw a auto correcting countdown timer on the landing page and then just share that. And then that'll make it easier for you guys to track that time range. I may not, but just to make sure that you guys are abreast and know the times, just plug it into your time converter, just so you know for yourself. But do we have any more questions? Because I know there's a lot of new people on the Zoom, either on Facebook or YouTube, anywhere. How many smart contracts have I launched? Oof. From one, two, three, four, two, three. This would be my fourth. This would be my fourth. And I have done all my contracts with Alina. Alina is my business partner when it comes to smart contracts. I don't partner with anybody else when it comes to smart contracts. She brought me in. I have still with Alina since she brought me in. The main top admins. Yes, that is Steven, who can't get in, and Colinti. Can you hold multiple wallets? That is a very great question. Um, I haven't made a video I did make a video for it, but it's not anything that I'm gonna be putting out um for you guys to see on this channel. I have to like make a real video. Calenti is here now. Hold on one second. Hold on. Yep, I see him. Hold on. All right. Um, I made posters. Let me show you one that show you how to um open multiple wallets on in every single app. So if you're using Clever, there's a poster for that. If you're using um, TronLink Pro, there's a poster for that, whether it's desktop or mobile. But this is the poster right here. And you could find these in all of our official groups. Give me 1 second. Let me hold on 1 second. Um, so I have this poster for every single app. to make it easier for you guys to, this is the mobile version, to open up multiple wallets, you know, whatever app you're using. I'm checking to see if Colinti wants to get on video. I don't know if he's comfortable being on video, so I'm just checking. Um, you know, not everybody likes to be on Zoom, but you could definitely talk to him like through the group or DM him. He's one of our, we have two main admins, Stephen Batwi and Colinti. They're both on Telegram and they're both on Facebook. Alina has arrived. Is she? Oh, it's because it's Russian letters. I can't find her. Colinti, you want to get on video to say something to the people or no? Let me know. Right. During the launch, we're gonna have a support Zoom for anybody that needs help. So if, you know, I know people are busy. So if you can't help a downline, you'll be able to direct them to the Zoom and we'll be able to help them. Now, this is something that I wanted to remind everybody of. So let me bring it up real quick. When you register for GoldenTron, everybody will be receiving 100 free WJTG tokens. Don't forget that, okay? And you will be able to use them on their platform. And this is, I have a video on the YouTube channel specifically about the token and nothing else. It's like almost 2 minutes long. So during Q1 of this year, the staking platform is going to be released. They'll be listing it on one centralized exchange, and their smart contract matrix 1 will be released. Q2 is when the gaming platform is going to be released, a beta version. And then Q1 of 2022, the full launch of the gaming platform will be released. And Q3 of this year, actually, they'll be listing the token on multiple exchanges. So for anybody who wants to trade it. Now, just remember, the token you can't use with our platform. The token can only be used with their platform, not ours. So also keep that in mind, okay? You're getting 100 free WJTG tokens with each registration. It'll be automatically airdropped to your wallet. For depending on which wallet you're using, the token might not show up automatically. So we'll have that contract address available for everybody so you can add the token to your wallet if it allows you to do so. Not all wallets allow you to do that. So don't forget that as well. That is another feature to GoldenTron. Right. We haven't launched yet. So oh yeah, do you want it for the mobile version or you want it for the desktop or both? Nelson asked how many people, mobile version, how many people are we anticipated to register tomorrow? I always base our numbers based off of our last contract, right? So for Golden Matrix, which is the Ethereum version to this, We just changed it a little bit and made it a lot faster, right? For Golden Matrix, the first day, um, we had over 1,500, 1,300, somewhere around there the first day. The first month, we had about 4,000. Right now in Golden Matrix, we're approaching, I think we're at like 39 or 3,800. This is the link for the mobile registration on TronLink Pro. 38 or 3,900, somewhere around there. So I always base our numbers based off of our last, numbers. So I anticipate tomorrow that we're gonna do at least, at the very minimum, what we did the first month for GoldenTron tomorrow alone. So at least 3,000 people, at least for the minimum. Um, for Golden Matrix, we expected a lot less than what we got. And if we didn't have the problem with the Ethereum blockchain that we did with gas during that time, because that was one of the worst times to release a contract, we probably would have exceeded 4,000 people the first day. We probably would have exceeded it without a doubt. We had a lot of people that could not register because of how high the gas was. Some of the gas fees were um, higher than the registration cost. So for a lot of people, it just didn't make sense for them to register. So we were fighting, finding the best time to register when gas was low and finding the best links to register under because the contract is automated. And because Ethereum uses the PO, proof of work consensus, when you have more automation in a POW consensus contract, it automatically makes your gas extremely higher because it's executing so many functions in one sweep. When you're dealing with this type of contract on a POS consensus, gas is relatively no issue at all because the consensus doesn't work the same. It's not using proof of work. It's not going back in time to approve a transaction. I'm still looking for Alina's name.
Hello?
Kalinti.
Yo, what's up?
Hey man, what's going on? You got your camera on?
Cool, cool.
They wanted to hear from you, bro.
Yeah, yeah, let me switch that on. You can see me now?
Yeah, I see you now. I see you now.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah. So, I'm Colinti. I mean, you guys see me mostly on Telegram there. I'm the one of the chief admin anyway. So what I have to tell you guys is that you guys are in a safer hand to say. Okay, Alina and Bok, they are the foot soldier for the masses. Okay, and they're gonna take care of us, and they're gonna take care of you guys. And there is nothing you guys have to worry about because they have proven themselves during the golden metrics, and it was all because of the high gas fee of Ethereum. That's what caused the slowness of that particular contract. But right now, we are on the Tron blockchain, and as you guys can see, the transactions is very fast and very smooth. And pertaining to uh, the amount of people that are going to register on day one, if you guys are afraid of the rush that the smart contract might crash, you have nothing to worry about because they're gonna get us a very bigger server to accommodate everybody. So there's no rush and there's no worry. Peace out.
All right. There was something that somebody asked. They said that is Clever having issues. That I this is why we recommend to just use TronLink Pro. This is exactly why. Because Clever just just coming from the crypto world, right? Whenever something new comes out, there's always aches and pains that they need to figure out. Tron Wallet in particular is a new wallet, and so is Clever. It doesn't have as much development behind it as like TronLink Pro or Token Pocket. Token Pocket is one of the best wallets you can use for dApps, any type of dApp, you know. And TronLink Pro is basically our MetaMask version to Tron. So hands down, TronLink Pro is just the best thing to use. Um, yeah, no problem. And I'm glad you did, Gail, because it's something that people should hear, you know. Um, TronLink Pro, I just think is the best wallet for Tron because you just don't have the issues that you would have using a wallet like Clever that's still, you know, still figuring it out, so to speak. And let me just make sure that I didn't miss any questions. Are there any other questions that might be coming from Facebook or YouTube and not Zoom? Yes. The links will be shared. Alina, as always, will drop the official link in the official chat room. AB's smart contracts and GoldenTron. Okay. Once that link is dropped, the leaders will also drop their that same link in their groups because not all of their people are in our official groups, which is fine. A lot of our leaders have their own GoldenTron groups. So not everybody needs to be in the official group. Um, because it's all the same information. You know, nobody is you know, the only people that have early seats are the leaders, and we have a group specifically for them. Um, right. It's the same. It's the same exact wallet though. It's the same people. Right. So the time for launch is going to be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. UTC. And just to rehash what I said earlier, the reason why that is to put a little bit more control over people pushing in when they're not supposed to. So the leaders have a set amount of time in order to register right before we drop the link with the public, right? So once that happens is when the official time will actually be known. And that's just so that it puts everybody more on an even playing field because we don't want people rushing in, registering with the leaders, um, and then it disparages people in the public. So the only people who have a priority when it comes to registering before anybody is our leaders group. And that's the incentive that we give our leaders in order to do what they do. Right now is our biggest Zoom ever. It's tonight. We wouldn't be able to do that without the leaders. So that's the incentive that we give them in order to, you know, be a leader in our project. Stephen Botwe and Kalenti have been with us for a long time. And they have been through a lot of the aches and pains that Alina and I ourselves have been through with their own teams, with their own money. So um that was where that decision came from with respect to making them the main admins of the brand. That's how long they've been with us. So to us, it was like a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Um, Gail asks, how do I access the link if you have no leader? Great question. Just join one of our official groups. Holger.
Hey, yo, Bulk, you have a break in there, no audio.
You still are muted.
We have over 90 leaders. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, all good, all
Okay.
good.
I'm sorry, my headset went out for a second. I talk about our leaders and our leaders group all the time. We have over 90 leaders, and a lot of our leaders, well, almost half of them, have been with us since Fast Matrix last April. That's how long they've been around. Two of our leaders in particular built the biggest trees in Fast Matrix in the shortest amount of time. One of them, brought her family over, and the other one built a team like from scratch in Fast Matrix, and he's still with us today. It'll be going on a year in 3 months. And then we have a lot of leaders that came from New Zealand. That the whole New Zealand crew came like the middle of December. Um, and then leaders started to trickle in over time, like towards the end of December. Now we're up to 90 leaders. But as I said, projects don't get known without the leaders. A lot of the people that are watching this right now would have no clue about this if it wasn't for the leaders. One, I'm not telling the leaders that you can only register one account, but they know that they have a very small window to register. But just like anybody else in the project, you have an opportunity to open up as many accounts as you want. There is no everybody can only open up one account. That's not how this works. Which is why we have the posters on how to open up multiple wallets. Because at the end of the day, the way the system works and the way any referral system works is by opening accounts. So whether you're doing it yourself multiple times or whether you're doing it through people that you know and recruit, it's the same, it's the same outcome, right? Some of us have more money than others, and some of us might run into more money than others throughout the process, which allows us to widen our footprint, so to speak, in the matrix. It's the same idea when you are building a portfolio of stocks or bonds or CDs, right? You do it in different areas so that, or you do it in multiples so that you have more of a profit. That's the same idea when you're registering into these smart contracts. You don't want to just have one account, you want to have multiple so that you can make more money in the same amount of time. Is it possible to register on smart contract? Absolutely. You probably won't be able to register manually, but you could definitely register to the smart contract once it's launched. One of the things that we're trying to stop is manual registrations because that is how people get disparaged. It's something that every smart contract project deals with, but we try to control it as much as we can so that the people who actually helped build the project are rewarded the most. That is the development team as well as the leadership team, and then we bring in the globe. Does anybody have any other question, or do you want to see something before we end this Zoom? Correct. You will get the link from Alina. Alina will drop the link in the official group. It won't come from me. The link comes from Alina in the official group. So if you're waiting in the official group for the link by Alina, she is the one that's going to drop it. So if you don't see the link come from her avatar in our official group, then it's probably not the link. This is another thing that I spoke on in a couple of other Zooms prior to this one. Nobody knows the exact domain that this contract is being deployed on. The leaders don't even know the exact domain. The leaders know the main domain, but they don't know the actual domain that the contract is going to be on. So this is why it's important to also know who the leaders are and know who you're talking to, because somebody might come up to you and say, I'm a leader in GoldenTron and I could get you in early and send you a link to a website that is not our website. So I want to say this now on the Zoom early so everybody hears it so that we don't wait for the day of launch, which is tomorrow, and then you start hearing, oh, well, this is not the domain, this is not the domain. Just go into the official group if you want to be 100% certain. Somebody asked, what do you mean by manual registration versus register on smart contract? Well, manual registration is like sending Tron into the smart contract address directly from your wallet. That's actually what a manual registration is considered. People who register to the smart contract by going to Tron Scan and connecting their wallet, even that is not considered a manual registration. That is also considered registering to the smart contract through an interface, just like you would through the main domain. Like we would see it here, right? Just like we would see it here. This interface that we're looking at here is kind of the same interface that you use when you go to TronScan and do it there. Registering manually to a contract is sending Tron to the smart contract address from your wallet. And then you have to know where to put the extra information, and you have to know what information you're putting there in order to even trigger that manual registration, right? But the contract is coded in a way where it doesn't allow that. So that's why I was saying to anybody trying that, good luck earlier. I understand what you're saying, Nwokia. Trust me, I completely understand what you're saying. But that's why you're hearing it from me on this Zoom right now. To make sure that you don't get scammed, just go into the official group. That'll just cut out all your questions, because I'm not putting out the real domain until the link comes across. And there's a reason why I do that. So other owners might do things a certain way, but I don't do what other owners do. Our motto in GoldenTron is dare to be different. So what I'm doing is not what other owners are made people accustomed to. I'm actually trying to do the opposite. And this is how we keep people with the wrong intentions away for as long as we can. We can't do it forever. Don't get me wrong. And that's why we designed the contract in a certain way. We can't do it forever. But we could try to control it as much as we can so that our leaders are not disparaged. Imagine you being a leader of GoldenTron for almost 3 months, right? And somebody comes, or a whole bunch of people come in, and you end up with ID 150, which has happened to one of our leaders before. You would be extremely angry after putting in all this work and you get displaced because somebody wants to come in and register before you because they know the domain. You see? So it's not only about protecting what Alina and I built, but it's also about protecting the leaders who put the time in and who were willing to put the time in. Because in my very first Zooms, I have always explained that a leader to me is not what a leader is to a lot of these other owners. If I see leadership in you, you cannot be a leader right now. But if I see that you can become a leader, I'm going to bring you in as a leader and then you can learn from us. Because how else would you learn to be a leader if you're not one already? Right? But if I see that you have the character and you have the skill set, the will, and the know how, I will spend the time. And so will the other leaders in the group because that's how our leaders are. None of our leaders are, you have to go through what I went through in order to be a leader type type of leaders. So that's another thing. Somebody said there should be a time for the drop a link. There is a time range. So just be attentive during that time. Put your ringer on high on your phone. The most people that are going to be disparaged by this time are people where I'm located because it's extremely early in the morning, and people in like the way east, like in New Zealand. In New Zealand, they have to be up at 12 in the morning. But for most people, like in the middle of the world, it's the perfect time for you guys. And that's why I said it at this time. Because for the greater part of the world, this is the best time range. As far as a set time, um, be in the official group and you guys will know. Or you could be in one of the leaders groups. We have a few leaders in here who have huge groups. Tarns has a huge group. Jesus has a huge group. He's been around for a while. Um, Chris has a huge group. There's a few leaders in here who have huge groups. So you don't need to be in the official group either. You could be in one of the leaders group. What I'm saying is just make sure that you know they are actually a leader, because we have Alina and I have been getting screenshots from people that are not leaders in this project claiming to be leaders in this project. Meaning you could be a leader of a team, right? And that actual team leader is a leader in our project. That's something way different because we know that those leaders exist. But we have a specific team of leaders in GoldenTron, in the GoldenTron leaders group, which is actually the brand's leaders. We have AB smart contract leaders, and they are leaders of our projects because we don't only have one, we have two, and there's more coming. So, you know, you could be in their group. That's fine. I'm not saying that you need to be in the official group. I'm just saying if you're in a group and you don't know if that person is an official leader, just go check if they are, because their link will be being dropped the same time Alina drops in the official group. So it's not anything about it's not all happening at the same time. It's all happening at the same time. Everything is coordinated at the same time. So the leaders will know exactly when we're going live with public. So when Alina drops the link, so will the leaders drop the links wherever they are. And there's certain people that operate offline. They get their link from their leader. Not everybody is online. And we know a lot of those people exist too, especially in regions like Africa and some parts of the Philippines and Brazil. Depending on where you're at in the world, not everybody in your community is online. And I'm just going through the other questions here. That's because you're operating through an iPhone. The DAP testing tool, it's the same thing. But you have to remember that iPhone doesn't support DApps anymore. So the companies that are getting around that, getting around that rule, they have to do it in a certain way. That's why it's labeled something different. But I actually tested this on our iPhone 6 Plus yesterday, and the registration went through. Put me into the back office. You see, part of what we're doing tomorrow morning is making sure that the live contract is going to work with Clever, Token Pocket, and TronLink Pro on iPhone. So that test will actually be done tomorrow morning live. We'll have the videos for everybody too. I'll take screen records. Also, um, I want to remind everybody in this window right here that you're seeing me scroll. As you can see, it has the multiple wallet posters already. It has the registration video, the import video. This is the registration guide for people, or yeah, you might be in a location where you can't watch the video, right? So I made a guide so you guys could just read the guide. Um, so all the posters are right here for registration. So when you're trying to recruit new people, this is one of the awesome things about GoldenTron because we don't all have different links. You could literally just tell them, go to so-and-so.io and hit join now. When you hit join now, everything to join GoldenTron is going to be right there for you. Even if somebody wanted to um, convert their existing crypto into Tron because they don't have Tron yet, right? They might be excited about GoldenTron and want to do it right at that moment. They can press the button to Simple Swap. Simple Swap will open and they could do their transaction right here. Convert the Bitcoin into Tron, whatever crypto they have. But Simple Swap has a pretty big list of crypto. So, you know, a lot of us have wallets sitting around with $10 here, $20 there. You know, a lot of us have many wallets like that. You could just go right on here, convert your crypto into Tron. Then once that, and also let me say this because a lot of people make this mistake when they convert crypto for a project. If you're using this to convert your crypto into Tron, send the Tron into the wallet that you're using for registration, so you don't have to pay another fee to transfer. Just send it directly into that wallet, then go right back here and click to register, and you're good to go. All right. So this middle box right here is basically the registration station for anybody that doesn't know what they might be doing. So also keep that in mind. I put this here to help anybody who is sharing the opportunity to make it easier on us. Whether you're doing it in person or online, you could literally just send them here, or if you're with them in person, you could just pull this up on your phone and show them right on the phone. Yeah, iPhone, iPhone needs to get it together. I don't know what they're thinking. I'm glad that Jesus brought that up. Naturally, because we're just dealing with the internet, there are going to be certain locations that are going to require VPN. During today's test, the only location or the only two locations that required VPN was Germany and Nigeria, and only a certain part of Nigeria, not the whole Nigeria. So as of right now, I can't tell you exactly all the locations that are going to need a VPN. So if you go to the site, right, and or if a downline is going to the site and is giving them an issue, just automatically try the VPN first and just do it again. And then if it doesn't work with the VPN, then bring it to me and I will have to go to the programmers to see exactly why. But as of right now, we haven't ran into that issue. Okay. I know in Golden Matrix, certain areas of China, it doesn't matter what they do, they cannot access our contract. They can't access our website, not the contract, but the website. And that's just because of the way Chinese controls their internet. They just can't. And certain other countries need VPN to access Golden Matrix. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, Bex. We're actually gonna close the comments in the morning, so that when Alina drops the link, it's the first thing that you guys see. So nobody's commenting in there and pushing the link up. The VPN that we recommend is Windscribe. That works for desktop and it works for Android. It's free and it'll give you enough, protection data in order to register. Right. And the best locations right now are Paris, Norway. I don't. I think Norway is the same as the Netherlands. I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, you're right, Sherwin. Exodus is a great wallet. VPN is a virtual. It's like a. It's like a virtual IP address, so that it masks your location. Depending on what type of site you're trying to access, depending on how advanced it is, or how much security is on the site, they can detect when you're running a VPN. So you could run a VPN and still not access certain sites, right? Other sites won't detect the VPN and it'll bypass that location block. But that's basically what a VPN is for. If you ever want to hide your identity on the internet, you use a VPN. Google Chrome has a thing called incognito mode, right? And incognito mode is that in Google Chrome. It masks your IP address. What about Tor? Tor is a very good browser to use. But I don't think you can add the TronLink extension on it. I use Tor once in a while. Turbo, you could try to use Turbo, Tristan, for a VPN on the iPhone. It has like a, I don't have my iPhone right here. It's like a bunny on fire. Hold on. It's this one right here. I think it's a bunny. Yeah, this one right here should work for you. This is the one that I used to use when the iPhone was like my main phone. I used to use Turbo. I had to use Turbo for Crypto Life when I was doing Crypto Life. Just certain times of the day, I couldn't access the website, so I had to use Turbo. No problem, Tristan. Anytime. And that's pretty much it, guys. Tomorrow is D-Day. It's launch time, so get ready. This is what we've been waiting for. Welcome, Marty. How are you? So if we don't have any more questions, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. If we don't have any more questions tonight, I will get back to my duties so that everything goes well tomorrow. Yeah, Marty, what I'm going to do, because I know it's a little bit fuzzy right now also, I'm gonna edit this video. I'll export it and I'll upload it to YouTube and then share the link. It'll also be on Facebook, but I think the Facebook version will also be a little bit fuzzy. So I'll edit this and then re-upload it so that everybody has the HD version. And I'll do that tonight so that it's out before launch. Reminder for everybody that just came on. There will be a support Zoom during launch tomorrow for anybody that needs help to register. Okay? So let your people know. We will have me for a period of time and then a few of the leaders on there to help anybody. All right? And Alina says thank you to everybody as well. It's late in Russia, like it's extremely late in Russia. So she says thank you. She is here, so everybody knows. All right, guys. So get ready. I hope everybody is excited as we are. One more day of no sleep, and then we can all rest. Until next time. All right. Good night, guys. Thank you. I hope you guys have a good night, and let's rock this tomorrow, okay? No sleep in Brooklyn. That's right. Good night, guys.